Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page on my YouTube platform so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. But anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, cross watchers are always most definitely welcome. This is a Gemini reading. To the Geminis, happy birthday. Specifically, today is my son's birthday, believe it or not. And he's a Gemini. My husband's son, today is his birthday, and he's a Gemini. Crazy, right? But Gemini, we celebrate you, right? This is going to be the last Gemini reading I do for Gemini season, and then I'm going to move on so that we can finish up with the Zodiac. Once again, I hope all of you are doing well. I'm about to meet up with my son on his birthday. He's taking me out for ice cream. Listen, he knows how to get to me, and that's to my stomach, right? Listen, Geminis, male or female. If I'm speaking about a male, I will specifically say, hey, this reading is for a male. If I'm speaking about a female specifically, I will say, hey, this reading is for a female. If I say nothing at all, understand that we all have masculine and feminine energies. You know, this sign is different. They're mysterious. A lot of people say that Geminis have multiple personalities, but this is a very mysterious sign. It's not that they have multiple personalities, but they're ruled by the energies. A lot of people feel like Geminis don't have feelings, but they do. Of course they do. It's that they trust people more on a logical and intellectual sense of things. They rationalize what people say. This is a nosy sign. This is a gossiping sign. No disrespect to anyone, but you know who you are. Geminis, you just love to gossip. You love to fabricate the truth. You are the most versatile sign of all the zodiacs. Let me just say this. First and foremost, you're very intelligent. You're adaptable. That means you can get along with anyone if you choose to. A lot of Geminis don't choose to get along with people. They like to keep their distance from people. This is a very clever person, Geminis, right? Male or female, they're very clever. Let me explain to you what I mean by they are clever. Make one mad if you dare. And they know how to get back at you. And it's not going to be in a tasteful way. Their get back is serious, right? When they are ready to come for you, it's going to be very painful. So this is the third sign of the zodiac. And they are very inquisitive people. They're ruled by Mercury. You know, this is the communications planet. And you know something about everything. Geminis, you know something about this, about that, what's going on over here, what's going on over there. That's because you are intelligent when you use it in the right way. Let me just be honest. Once you get your mind around something, right? Once you get your mind around something, you are already half thinking about what's around the corner. You know, you have this puppy-like mental enthusiasm that keeps you bright, boisterous, and burning for more. That's the gossiping side of you. Let me explain to you, to my cross watchers, if you didn't know this about the Gemini, I just want to warn you because this is the cleverest sign. Like I said, make one mad if you dare. Geminis, if you make them mad, they're going to sit around and they're going to wait, and you're going to think that it's over. You're going to say that Gemini didn't say anything about what I did. I didn't hear them saying anything to anyone about what I did. They're methodical. They're waiting for their prey. So I'm warning you, you can do something to a Gemini, and they're going to try to come back to tear you to pieces because of the way they think. They're thinking about what's the next step? How can I get to them? A lot of people enjoy Gemini's company. And Gemini, they're very intelligent. They have the kind of energy that makes you trust them. And what a Gemini does, they listen to everything you say because you think that a Gemini is so trusting, and most of them are. But what they're doing, everything you say, they're eating it. They're savoring it. They're swallowing it. And it's stored in their mental house. So when you are not loyal and they see you as not being loyal, cross watcher, they're going to take all that information that you fed to them. You thought when they ate it that they digested it, and they don't remember. They remember everything. Geminis remember everything. Let me tell you, one of the smartest signs of the zodiac. However, this is the most intelligent sign of the zodiac. These are methodical people. I'm just giving you the best warning that I know how if you are a cross watcher. Geminis are nothing to play with. Yes, they seem nice and sweet, but make them mad and they are the Sour Patch Kid. They are that Sour Patch candy, and they will strike you in the worst way imaginable, because what they're going to do is use you against you. Everything that you told them when you felt like you could trust them, every conversation you had, they're going to put it out there to everyone for everyone to know. That's how Geminis get back. They get back on the truth. So watch what you say to a Gemini, because they save all that information and they use you against you. And then you have nothing to say because they did tell the truth. So when I tell a person, be careful what you say to someone, it's the truth. You always have to be careful with the Gemini. If you're good to them, they're good to you. But if you cross a Gemini, they're going to strike you on the truth. They're going to strike you with everything that you told them. They're going to use you against yourself. Pay attention. This is a Gemini reading. Gemini's happy birthday. And for the Gemini that just wrote, I'm a Gemini, happy birthday to you as well. I hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a quick reading for the sign of Gemini. Listen, I've been invited out for ice cream, so I'm going to get some. A banana split to be exact. I'm I'm greedy like that, and I'm not even going to eat all of it. But my daughter baked the cake yesterday. I didn't even get any. She didn't bake it for her brother at all. She's a baker. She loves to bake. I've already cleansed my space. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Gemini, male or female. Show me exactly what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Gemini. Thank you. Oh, Geminis, I've heard as I'm shuffling these cards, I heard ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Male or female. You know, male or female. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. You could be a male Gemini, and when a female has left your side, a particular female, there's no sunshine. You may have pushed her away, Gemini, if you're a female Gemini. A friend, a lover, or you, maybe your person is having rainy days because you're gone. But I heard there's no sunshine when she's gone. We're starting off with the waxing gibbous moon. Waxing gibbous moon. You know, a time of expansion and adjustment with growing confidence propelling you towards your goals. You know, this card, the waxing gibbous moon, this is a Gemini that needs to muster up his or her confidence. You need to get back to where you were. You are a very confident person in your own right, but there has been some things that have been draining you, and you might not be in your full energy. So you need to make some adjustments. You know, you want growth all the way around, whether it comes to your career, whether it comes to a relationship. I don't feel like I'm speaking to a Gemini that's in a relationship per se. It could be a situation to where as you're sexual with someone, you know, whenever I ring your phone, when I feel like hitting it, I will, right? And you may be dealing with someone that you've taken for granted in that way. You know, that booty call. You get what I'm trying to say. However, this person that you were dealing with, they're tired of being the booty call, right? So, once again, there's no sunshine when this person is gone. Because oftentimes, when you treat a person as that, and they begin to want more, and you don't want to deliver, Gemini, guess what happens? Somebody else will enjoy them. We have reflective gibbous moon. And excuse me, I don't have my glasses on today, so work with me. That's called laziness, because they're right over there, and I did not bring them to the desk, so excuse me. So we have reflective gibbous moon. Reflect deeply on your progress and prepare yourself for the final surge towards your goals. Geminis, there's something that you're doing. For you, you want growth. And I'm not even speaking about growth within a relationship. I'm speaking about growth in your life, period, point blank. You want growth, right? You want your finances to expand, right? You're thinking about the future. If you live, let's just say, in a place where you're renting, you're thinking about the big picture of, I want to own something. So you're thinking about growth. And you're making preparations. You're preparing because you're finally there. You're finally like, look, I want more. But I feel like I'm speaking to a Gemini that's not willing to share at this present time. They want to work on this. They want to be able to say, I did this on my own. Whether you're dealing with someone or not, you don't want your person helping you. You don't want your person putting in. Maybe that's why you're keeping someone at arm's length, because whatever this goal is, you want to be able to say, I did the damn thing. I did it. I just feel this energy of you. I did this. I didn't need anybody's help. I didn't ask anybody for $1, not even a penny. I did this. That's the kind of growth that you're carrying. We have full moon in Capricorn. You know, this acknowledges that your achievements and your responsibilities, you're taking them in. This full moon in Capricorn is exactly what I just said. You're taking in every responsibility that a woman or a man is supposed to do. You don't want to ask anyone for help at all. Once again, you want to be able to say that I did this. Capricorn people are very strong people. Capricorn people work hard for what they want. You're pulling in that Capricorn strength. You are strong on your own, Gemini. Let's not forget that. You are strong on your own because you too are a hard worker. But you have this thing to whereas sometimes you may push the right people away instead of you pushing the wrong people away. You push the right people away. People that are willing to help, but you have this stubborn streak about you. You want no help from anyone. But that's more so because you don't want someone to say, I helped you do this and I helped you do that. You don't want them rubbing it back in your face at all. That's why you don't ask for help. We have full moon in Taurus. Once again, two hard-working signs, Capricorn and Taurus. We have full moon in Taurus. This says, honor the fruits of your labor. That's what you're doing. You're honoring the fruits of your labor. You're saving. You have this game plan on something that you want. As I said before, using it as an example, if you're renting, you're ready for home ownership. You will be honoring the fruits of your labor, spending less, saving. You're savoring life's simple pleasures and grounding yourself in gratitude. You're at an age where you want more. You're at an age to whereas it's like, okay, I'm tired of renting, making someone else rich when I can own my own. You know, a lot of times when people rent, it's hard for them to save. But you're doing something different. You're not going to be eating out. You're going to be cooking more. You're not going out with friends, which you really don't do that much anyway, Gemini. You don't hang out with people. You're more, this is someone that's more of a loner. People would love to be your friend, but you just don't trust. I'm speaking to a Gemini that doesn't trust. You're grateful for your health, for your strength. You're grateful. Listen to the cross watcher. If you're watching this video, if Gemini is pushing you away, Gemini is not doing that to hurt you. Gemini has a goal. There's something that Gemini desires to have. So please understand that they will be honoring the fruits of their labor. They will be saving. They're not going to have time for frivolous things. Going out to eat, going to the movies. They're going to work hard and put that money in their bank account because there's something that they want. Whether it be starting a business, whether it be buying a new car, a house, whatever the case may be, this is a major purchase that this Gemini wants. It's major. But they want to do it on their own. You have to respect them at this present time. Respect them. Their mind is focused. So if you feel like Gemini is not giving you enough time, Gemini is speaking to you less, that's because they're working harder. They're tired. So they're home. They're not home with anyone. They're home alone. They're working, coming home, showering, eating, waking up, and doing the same routine. They have that Capricorn and Taurus energy mixed. And that's a very, very different kind of energy when you have Capricorn and Taurus mixed with the Gemini. That's all gas and no brakes. They're not stopping until they get whatever this is that they're working hard for. We have new moon in Sagittarius. Set your sights on adventurous and embrace opportunities for growth. This is you exploring what you need to do to get to the goal that you desire. You're figuring out a game plan. How much money do I need to be able to have this thing? You're very optimistic that by this certain time, because you set yourself with a time, Gemini, you have a time period on when it is that you will have this goal achieved. We have this number 6. It's crazy because this is the only card with the number, and this is the strawberry moon. This is the only card that I've showed you that has a number. The strawberry moon, a time to embrace joy and celebrate life. It encourages connections with loved ones and sharing in moments of happiness. So you're going to be, whenever you have some time when you're not working hard, you're going to be trying to spend time with family. You want them to come to your home. You don't want to visit. You're not trying to even go outside because once you come in from work, you're planting your feet there. You have no time for anything else. Work, home, work, home. If someone wants to see you, they're going to have to come to your home. You know, the number 6, being that this is the only card up here with a number. In numerology, the number 6 is associated with family. I did a Scorpio reading last night, and I believe they had a number 6. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Forgive me. But this number is associated with family. You know, it represents the planet Venus. It's a destiny number. This means that you are a natural leader, Gemini. You know, you need to focus on your needs and growth, which this shows this is exactly what you're doing. But when the number 6 appears in your life, you know, you could be going through a family situation, not speaking to someone, not getting along with someone. And this presents challenges. You know, family could even be someone that you've dealt with, been in a relationship with, because anytime that we get into a relationship with someone, we do consider them as family. So this could be someone that you pushed away. The number 6 is a sign that you have the strength and you also have the determination to overcome these challenges and move forward in your life with confidence. And one of this card, your first card that came out, the waxing gibbous moon, is you having confidence. So you having the confidence to move forward to what it is that you desire to have in your life. So some of you may start seeing this number 6, right? Or you may have already started seeing this number 6. However, this is a sign that your guardian angels or your higher powers, whomever you pray to, they're telling you to focus on bringing more balance into your life, especially in the areas of love, relationships, as you've been pushing relationships away, because there's something that you want to do, but you don't want any help at doing it. But this is a card that has positive energy attached to it as well. It means success. So whatever this is, you will be successful at getting it. This success will also bring you happiness because you're focused. You're focused. Nothing can change your mind. Nothing can distract you at all. We have at the bottom of the deck for Gemini, first quarter moon, first quarter moon. First quarter moon, this is facing challenges. We all have to make decisions. You need to make a decision, Gemini, and find the path forward through conflicts. As I said in the beginning of the reading, I heard ain't no sunshine when she's gone. You could be a male Gemini who partner has already left the building or is thinking about leaving the building. Gemini, you could have pushed this person away. They feel like you're working too hard. However, you're like, I'm focused on one thing. I have a goal to get something done, and I'm going to do it on my own. If you are a female Gemini, let's reverse this. You could have walked away from someone, same thing, because they were working too hard. They had other obligations for themselves. They committed to themselves things that they desire to have in their life. And you may say, okay, they're not giving me 100% focus. Guess what? So be it. So your person, they moved on. They moved on. But first quarter moon challenges. It's like when a person walks away in the beginning, you're like, forget that. I don't care. I'm doing what I have to do for myself. And then reality kicks in like, dang, they're really gone. That's why there's no sunshine when she's gone. You know, you have a decision to make. But this decision, honestly, I don't see you asking them to come back. You're focused. There's something that you desire to have for yourself. And you're pushing forward with or without this person. You're taking action for yourself. There's something that you desire more than a relationship at this present time. But nights do get lonely, right, Geminis? Nights do get lonely. Let me just say that for some of you. I'm only saying what you feel, right? Let's move forward in this reading. I hope everyone is doing well, as I said. I'm just trying to see which way the cards want me to go. And let me reach over here to grab this deck. Once again, bear with me. I don't have my glasses on, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best for you. And whatever I can't see, the spirits will tell me what to say. Oh, one wanted to pop out, right? I should have taken it. This reading is for the sign of Gemini. To the new followers, thank you. For the hearts, thank you. For the gifts, thank you. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Gemini. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, I heard ain't no sunshine when she's gone. What does Gemini need to know? Let's see. Spirit guys, I'm hoping this is a 9-card spread. Oh, goodness. I opened my mouth too soon, right? Oh, wow. Spirits have a lot to say. There's a lot to say. Wow. Let's get through this, right? We're starting off first and foremost with the Four of Cups. It doesn't matter what you believe in, whether you're a religious person or you're someone who believes in the power of free will. The Four of Cups is meditation, and we all know that meditation equals prayer. Prayer equals meditation. There's no different, just the verbiage is different. People that pray, they get on their knees, right? And when they get to an older age and when they can't get on their knees anymore, they'll sit in a chair and pray. Free-spirited people, they sit on their buttocks on the floor. Me, I sit on the floor with my back up against the wall. And the reason why I sit with my back up against the wall, because when you meditate, you're open. And when you're open, anything can come at you. Let me just tell you. Anything can come at you. Being a medium, when you're open to hear, spirits come in because they want you to deliver a message. They have something to say. And you sit with your back up against the wall for protection of self, right? Because some spirits like to touch when they shouldn't. Let me just say that. So when I meditate for protection with my back up against the wall. I'm one of those, right, that I don't want to play. I don't want to play with spirits. So sometimes spirits, they do play, and I don't want to. But I only meditate with my back up against the wall for protection. Meditation, Gemini. Spirit is saying you need to go into meditation. You need to go into prayer. There's some things that you want to discuss, but you feel like you have no one to discuss it with. And I don't blame you for feeling that way, because sometimes there's conversations that I strictly want to have with the universe. There's conversations that I strictly want to have with a specific crossed over loved one. You know, just recently, I went to North Carolina just a few days ago. And I went to my grandmother's grave. True story. And any reading that I've had for myself, my grandmother has come through always wanting to apologize to me. And I have not accepted her apology. And I wasn't being mean, but I just didn't feel like that I was ready to forgive. So when I left my home in Georgia and I went to her grave, I'm like, hey, I'm on my way. There are some things that I need done that I know that only you can do for me. So when we got to the grave, as I told the story, there was a dog at the grave, right? Right at our family sign. We had a sign put there. And the dog was laying there, and I'm on the phone with one of my relatives. I'm like, hey, there's a dog at the cemetery. And he was like, it doesn't mean anything, right? And he was like, go on and get out the car. I said, no, I ain't worried about that. I said, this is just odd. I've never come to this cemetery since I was a kid. I've never seen a dog at our family cemetery. So the dog, it was like it was waiting for us to be there, to get there. And we drove 2 separate cars, my daughter and I in one car, my husband and my grandson in the other car. And we pull up in the cemetery. The dog stands up and walks towards me. I'm looking at the dog. It walked towards my daughter, walked towards my husband, it walked to my grandson, and it was like it greeted each and every one of us individually, straight up. So I'm like, okay. Walk over to my grandmother's grave. I put my hand on it. Ooh, it was burning hot. And it wasn't even a hot day, but it was burning hot. So that's an exchange of energy. So I said, listen, I came here for a reason, but I'm not going to discuss what my reason was. I needed some work done. And a lot of us root workers, we go to the cemetery to get it done. So that's what I needed to do. I needed to go to the cemetery to get some things done. Meditation. It's so important for this Gemini, whomever I'm speaking to, whomever resonates with this reading, it's so important for you to meditate, or if you're not a free-spirited, a free-thinking individual, then you should pray. There's something that your spiritual team is trying to convey to you. They're trying to send you a message. But they want you to be able to hear. They really do. They want you to hear. You have to be open to hear the answers that you desire for you to have the growth that you want for yourself. You do have someone on the other side that's rooting for you. But there's a Gemini here that needs to make some changes their own selves. We have the 7 of Cups, which is inspiration. You know, you can be an artist of some sort. Someone that draws. You can be an artist, very creative, somebody that writes music. No matter what the genre of music is, you may be someone that's into music. You may be a creative person that likes things, right? Because art is things, whether it be clothing, shoes, the way you wear your hair, all of that is art. But Spirit has said you need a little swift kick in the butt, something to inspire you. Get back to the things that you like for you. We have Empress, right? Beauty. Spirit wants you to look at you as being beautiful, male or female. The beauty that's inside of you. When I came to this reading, I said that Geminis could be very vicious, could be always ready to attack because they don't really trust too many people, so they're always waiting for someone to betray them. Spirit wants you to start seeing the beauty, not only just within yourself, but within people as well, right? We have the King of Wands. You are a natural leader. True story. Geminis are very intelligent people. Look it up if you don't believe me, right? Don't take my word for it, but they are very intelligent people, very smart. We have the 6 of Cups. You will be reuniting with someone that can be a family member. It could be with someone that you've had a relationship with. Whatever the case is, someone that you haven't seen for in a while. So there may be a reunion of some sort. I'm not seeing it as a person that you don't get along with. I'm just seeing that it's someone that you just haven't spoken to them in a long time. We have the Magician, manifestation. You know, it goes back to the Four of Cups. Meditation, manifestations. Meditating. People meditate, people pray because they're expecting a certain outcome. This is you meditating to manifest a desired outcome. Get to it. You are the magician. That means that you are the author of your own story. Whatever you desire to have, you can if you believe. We have the Six of Wands. You will have the victory. Oh, there's something you're fighting for. There's something that you desire to have, but it's major. It's big. But you're willing to do the work. You're willing to work hard to get whatever this is that you desire to have. And for someone here, Gemini, you're sacrificing your time with others, friends, family, whatever the case may be, because you're focused to have something. But it's a major purchase. We have a card that's upside down, and I usually don't take reversals, but I am. We have the Ace of Wands. We have fertility. Now, fertility, the Ace of Wands could mean that someone may be expecting a baby. Maybe someone thought they were pregnant and they got bad news that they weren't because the card is upside down. Fertility, trying to create, birth an idea of some sort. The card is upside down. That's why the Spirit has you meditating, so that you can manifest whatever it is that you desire. It's so important for you to do just that. We have High Priestess, intuition. Follow your intuition. Yes, the Six of Cups, there's someone that's coming in that wants to have a conversation with you, someone that you haven't spoken to in a long time, but I don't feel like this is someone that you've had a problem with, that you're beefing with. I don't feel like it's that type of person. I just feel like it's someone that you've lost contact with. Spirit is saying, follow your gut, follow your intuition. But remember, stop discussing so much of your business with people. And cross watchers, you need to stop discussing your business with Geminis. Because once again, let me warn you, Geminis, everything you say to them, ooh, they suck it up. They suck it up, they're listening, and when the two of you get into an argument, they're ready to throw that shit right back in your face, right? Because they're the worst kind of fighters, right? They fight dirty. We have the Queen of Wands, right? The Queen of Wands, this major purchase that you want, whatever this is, I don't know if this is a new car. I don't know if this is a new house for some of you. I don't know if it's someone here that's wanting to start a business, but it's major. It's a major purchase. You're going to have it. Let me explain. We have the Two of Pentacles. You're adapting. You're making room. You're working hard. You're not going to let anything get in your way. Not family, not friends, not a lover, anyone. You're going to work hard. You're going to work overtime. There's something that you want, and it's major. And I only use those things as an example because those are major purchases, a business, a home, a car, whatever the case may be. There's something that you want, and there's no stopping you. We have the Seven of Pentacles, right? This is a reward, and you're going to be rewarded for the hard work, the effort that you're putting in, the physical labor, working those extra hours. Spirits are going to reward you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You're determined, and you are determined. Geminis are determined people, period. There's no stopping them. They are determined. Once they think about something, they have that initial thought, They have that idea, and they're going to figure out how to bring it to life. And that's exactly what you're doing. We have the Hierophant. This is another Taurus card, but practical. You are practical. Your spending is going to be practical. You're no longer overspending, right? So when I spoke to you earlier about hanging out with friends, you're not going to be doing that. Going out to eat, you're not going to be doing that because you have a goal. So you're going to be very practical with your spending, right? So cross watchers, if you're here watching for a Gemini, as I explained, don't get mad. There's something that they desire to do on their own, and they don't want help from anyone. They don't want help from anyone. They want to be able to say, I'm woman enough to get this on my own. I'm man enough to get this on my own. They're standing with their chest out and they're like, I got this, right? And guess what? Spirit guides, whomever they pray to, is backing them up because they're going to have whatever this major purchase is. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. This is a Scorpio, right? The King of Cups is a Scorpio card. Some people say it's the Pisces card. Some people say that it is the Cancer card. But as I see, the King of Cups is always the Scorpio card. The Queen of Cups is always the Cancer card. However, compassion. Spirit wants you to have compassion for yourself. Spirit wants you to not burn yourself out. Spirit says that you will be able to achieve what this goal is that you desire. This goal that you're trying to bring to life, Spirit is saying you're going to have it. We see the hard work you're putting in. Spirit is saying, but have compassion for yourself because you may feel like, hey, why did I wait so long to do this? Why did I wait so long to have this idea? And there's no such thing as being too long because you're getting it done. So that means that this is the right time for you to do it. You know, some people feel like, oh, I should have bought a house when I was this age. No such thing. This is the right time for you. I should have been able to buy a brand new car instead of buying a used car. No, this is the right time for you. Don't ever look at what somebody has going on in their life and comparing your life to it. What's meant for them is meant for them, and what's meant for you is meant for you. I never compare myself to anyone. What is going on over there, that's what's going on over there for them. What's going on over here, this is what's going on over here for me. Listen, you got this. You got this. Whatever this is that you desire to have is happening for you. You've shown the universe, I'm ready. You got the energy of the Capricorn. You got the energy of the Taurus. These are two of the hardest working signs of the zodiac mixed with your energy. Ooh, that's lethal. It's so lethal that Spirit wants you to have compassion for yourself. Because you're sitting around like, I should have been did this. So-and-so already did this. I could have been there with so-and-so. No. Don't think of it like that. When so-and-so did it, that was for them at that moment. So don't think about what so-and-so did for themselves. Think about that now you're doing it for you, and this is the right time for you. You're rewarded through your own hard work. You have a spiritual team that says, oh, I see what he or she is doing, and I got you. You already met us halfway, and we're going to meet you the rest of the way. That's why this is all gas, no brakes. There's no stopping you, Gemini. No stopping you. No stopping you. Let's see. There's no stopping you. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Gemini, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, thank you so much. Listen, Scorpio got this last night. We have skepticism, right? Skepticism. Scorpio got this same card. You know, skepticism involves questioning and critically examining everything, urging you to see things clearly, not just accept them blindly. Skepticism drives you to think deeply, helping you make wiser decisions. You are thinking about the past. You're thinking about the future, but you need to be in the present. You need to be in the present. Stop thinking about what you should have accomplished before today. Stop thinking about the future, what you wish to have by a certain day. You have to be present right now. And that's why your team, your spiritual team, is rewarding you. Because they want you to be present. You have been present. You've been working hard, and they see the efforts that you've been putting in with yourself. But there's still something here. We have you questioning the people around you. You're questioning the people around you. You're re-examining people that are in your life. And Spirit is saying, be clear. Because you're thinking about making a move. You're cutting people off. And this is more than one person. Spirit is saying, be wise about it. You're starting to see something very clearly. But Spirit is saying, be wise about it. We have release. At the bottom of the deck, release. Release is the process of letting go of emotions or material things that no longer serve you. Making space for new opportunities. Release does not mean giving up, but giving yourself the chance to begin again. You're releasing spending habits, going out to eat, buying clothes. I don't care if you have a significant other. I don't care if you have children. You're going to be paying attention to what's coming out of your pocket because you have a goal. This is also the release of you releasing people. We see you releasing, putting a hold on material. All right, that's out the window. Now, emotions. There's some people that you're seeing and you've just been sitting back watching them and you're cutting them off. But Spirit is saying, be wise about it. Be wise. Be wise about the moves that you're making, right? Not to say that it's not a good thing for you to cut some people off, but Spirit is saying that just make wise decisions when doing so. You've been sitting back evaluating people around you, and you're starting not to like these people, whether they're family, whether they're someone that you're involved with. Your eyes are open. But Spirit is saying, be careful with how how you cut them off. You got to be careful with how, you know. But this is a Gemini. You're just trying to get everything right around you, right? Because like I said, you're about to make a big purchase soon. You're about to make this big purchase. You don't want any help from anyone. And even if you do, you're not going to ever say so. Because you don't want someone throwing it back up in your face that they helped you. You know, you may want the help, but you're not going to accept it because you don't want the I told you so, or you needed me. You don't want anyone to say, well, you needed me. I helped you buy this, or I helped you buy that. But you had Capricorn show up in your reading, Gemini. You had Taurus show up in your reading. You had Scorpio show up in your reading. One of those people is not bad. One of those people you may be accepting help from, you know, but you have a whole spiritual team that showed up in your reading, and they see the efforts that you've been putting in with making a way for yourself. They're seeing the habits that you're changing, your spending habits, you're changing, and they see the change. You already are here. They're ready to come here so you can get it here. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I thank you all for watching. I thank you for giving me the time. I know my readings are long. Not only giving me the time, I thank you too for the new follows. I thank you for all the hearts that I see. And I thank you for the gifts. This was a Gemini reading. I send to you nothing but love and light. Good night.